Hey there, today I want to show you how to create tasks in Notion automatically after messages in Slack. At Connex, we use Notion and Slack, and oftentimes I found myself in a situation where my team leaves me actionable items in Slack messages, and I need to copy and paste these as items in Notion manually. After doing this a couple of times, I thought that that could be automated, and I did using Zapier. Let me show you how to build this in Zapier. It's a super easy, super quick automation to build, and you can use the free Zapier tier for this. Before moving forward, hey there, I'm Andres. I work at Connex. We are an automation agency, and we can help you and your company set these automations and workflows for you. Let's jump into building. So the automation we want to build is whenever I see on Slack that there is an actionable item for me, I want with just a reaction have the automation to create a task for me in Notion. There you go. To build this on Zapier is super easy. Let me show you how. First, I go into zapier.com and I click on create Zap, and this is the interface I will be presented. When building workflows on Zapier, we usually go with the formula, when this happens, do that. So in this case, when this happens means adding a reaction on Slack, and the do that means creating a database item. We are going to map the when this happens part at the trigger, and then the do that at the action. So let's click on the trigger. Let's look for the Slack connector. Is this one? And then let's choose an event. There are so many events to trigger off of. The one we are looking for is new reaction added. Let's click continue, choose our Slack account, connect it if you haven't yet connected, and then let's configure the trigger. So the reaction we are looking for is the eyes. You can choose the reaction that you want to use. All reactions have a name, so you will need to find the name of the reaction you want to use. I can't find it in this list, so I'm going to hit custom here and type in eyes. The channel, I will leave this open because I want to trigger off of any channel, but the user, it must be me. You can leave this open if you want your teammates to create items for you automatically. Otherwise, if you want to be the only one creating these items, select the user to yourself. Click continue, and now hit test trigger. What Zapier is doing here is looking into Slack and trying to pull an existing record, and actually it found one. So these are all the fields that come together with that record, and what we're going to do is continue with the selected record. So now what we want to do is to create an item in Notion. So let's look for the Notion connector. The event is to create a database item. Continue, connect your Notion account, and then select the database you want to create this item. The one I'm looking at is task list for this example, and here we are going to fill in the name, the content, and the status. So the status, I want this to be a brand new to do. The name, I want to bring in the text from the message. Let's add an emoji first, or some icons. Yeah, we can use this. And then let's paste the text coming from the reaction. So what I'm doing here is mapping the message text field coming from above. I could be bringing in other information as well. For example, something like added by. If you are letting other people add message for you, but for now I will leave it as it is, only the message. The content, I'm going to add, the link to the Slack thread, so it's easy to reference back and get back into the thread if needed. So I will put thread message, actually Slack thread. There you go. Click continue and then test step. This created a new task in Notion. There you go. And containing the URL of the thread and the title bringing in the text from this message. Now the last step is to hit publish, and this Zap, this automation, will start working from this moment moving forward. That's it. Hope you enjoyed this simple Zap. If you want to hear more from us, please hit the subscribe button on YouTube and on LinkedIn. And if you need help implementing these or more complex automations, feel free to schedule a meeting with us, a free discovery call, and looking at the link in the description below. One last thing, let me know in the comments below how would you like this workflow to work for you. For example, do you want to use Microsoft Teams instead of Slack? Do you want to let all your company be able to create tasks in Notion? So you need some kind of lookup table to match Slack users to Notion users. Do you want to use specific emojis for a specific kind of task? Let me know everything on the comments below so I can create more tutorials for you. Cheers!